Good day, everybody. This is the Ecclesiarch here, back with some more Horus Heresy Legions. And today I'm going to be doing another deck building guide. And this one honestly has been requested for, I think, like months. And I never really got to do it. Because first I was missing the crucial card. And then, you know, I really didn't feel like doing it. Because this is not a faction that I particularly enjoy. However, I have to say that I finally found that little muse I needed to actually build and play this faction. And today we're actually going to be doing the Knights, none other than the Knights. So this is actually a very interesting thing because you got so many options when it comes to these guys, right? And the meta has been very different for them ever since they came out. Like, I remember when they came out first, the Cerastus Chassis plus the Orhlak Warlord, the one that gave you energy, was the meta, because Flame Cannon and Atropos Last Cutter both were like the same thing basically, with this dealing 2 damage, and it was absolutely broken. Then people moved to, I think, to Orhlak and Makabius. Then Grey Walker dropped from House Earthgen, and people went back to Cerastus with Earthgen. Then there were some more nerfs, and people went to play Questoris with this guy once again, and then I saw some Albar Divines as well. There have been people who were also playing Vironi, but right now, as I heard, people are playing Questoris Makabius, and I kind of can't understand why this is happening. I think I have an idea about it, but in general, what we're going to do right now is we're going to build a Questoris Makabius, because this was the most requested knight for sure. So we're gonna do a Questoris deck, and we're actually gonna do a Questoris mission deck, obviously, because we're gonna be playing the melee knight, because I don't actually think ranged knight is any viable right now. So if we get like Questoris Makabius, and let's see, yeah, there you go. What we're basically going to have here is that there's going to be what? There's going to be Reactor 1. We're going to start with 1 more energy with a Reaper Chainsword. And our ability should not be... What? I'm sorry? Gain 2 energy? There's something wrong here. This is not supposed to be our ability. What? The heck? Okay, I think it's a little bugged because our ability is not to gain 2 energy here. I think our ability here... Maybe if we check like this. Yeah, there you go. There you go. This changes the thing. Yeah. Choose a weapon and put it in your hand. I was a little confused there. So the whole idea with the Questoris is that it really synergizes with the Prideful Seneschal, first of all, because you start with a melee weapon. On top of that, you start with more energy, so you can also play a little bit troop-based, because you don't want to focus on one thing only, because then you're pretty easily countered. And Markan Hrotham is actually pretty good, because what he can do is he can create weapons that you otherwise might not want to include in your deck, like for example the Graviton Cannon. Like, Graviton Cannon used to be a terrifying thing, because people used to play this into Drilling Site into House Vironi and just do 20 damage to you, but right now it's not that reliable anymore, so most people just don't run it. Anyway, now we're gonna talk about some the game plan. Obviously, it's going to be to do the Prideful Seneschal. We need to attack 5 times with having 3 more attack. That should be pretty easy, actually. That should not be very difficult. And there's a couple of things that we really want to have in our deck. And Martian Emissary is definitely like one, because this is one of your main sources of plasma. And plasma is going to be super important, obviously. So we're going to put that in. We're going to have the Ion Shield, not Gauntlet, but we're going to have an Ionic Flare Shield, because getting a shield when you're supposed to melee a lot is very good, and on top of that, you also get to draw a card. Overtaxed Reactor, back in the day, used to be really good, because it also drew a card, but now I don't think it's that important. What does this guy do? I don't even know. Structure, we don't need that. Hellrider is a very questionable card, which I don't think I'm gonna use unless I have an extra place for it, because mostly what you're gonna get is Terror, and Terror is not gonna be that useful, because First Strike with Shock Lance is in general better. And Reaper Chain Fist sure are nice, but we're gonna have, I think, enough weapons as it is, but we'll see. We might find a place for that as well. House Earthgen is for sure going in the deck because of that +1 attack and sneak attack, because that also counts towards our mission. There's also Ocular Augmentics, which is a really nice anti-stealth because it draws you a card, so We're going to throw that in as well. I think one Favored of Mars is always nice because that reactor too. And one Blessed Auto Simulacra is also really good because, once again, card cycle. We're going to have double House Makabius, which also used to draw a card, by the way. You see, just see how crazy this faction used to be. And this +4 attack is going to be absolutely insane. I'm going to see what I'm going to do about Adjutant or Scion Arbalister. Well, I'll see just how that goes. Archmagos is going to be a must, and we're certainly including the Stun Gauntlets because Stun Gauntlets are just absolutely insane. Storm Spear Rocket Pods are good, but also Combined Arms are really good. We're not going to include any late game weapons, so maybe we'll include double Storm Spear and Combined Arms as well as Corrupt Usurpation. I think this is going to be like our package here. Now, on top of that, we do want to get our legendaries in there. And there's a couple of legendaries that you really actually like to have on this, which is Korn's Favor is definitely number one. There's also, where is it? Forge Master is really good. Okay, Castiel used to be good, but after the nerfs, I'm not sure. We could also go for Command Bridge. I think I'm going to actually get a Renegade Navigatus in there. I just bought this card, and I think it's really good. Drachnian was also used on these guys a lot, mostly because of the small bodies that they use, but I'm not sure if Drachnian is that necessary anymore, but we'll see what we can do about that. Kaiserlane, Lord Malkial, I don't think we're going to find a place for that, to be fair. I think Drachnian is just good because it's a 5 energy 6/6, so we're just going to include that anyway. So this is what our deck looks like right now, and we really need some low cost stuff. So I think what we're gonna do here is we're definitely gonna throw in an Atropos Last Cutter, actually even two. Let's get, you know what, I think like Favored of Mars is extra. Let's get double Tech Priest Adjutant. And honestly, Shock Lance, Hellraider, and you know, the other thing that is really good is the Tempest Warblade, but does this guy choose a weapon? Yeah, he chooses a weapon, so you can get stuff like the Tempestus Warblade later on. It's good in event, but I don't think it's that necessary here. And Scion Arbalister should actually be pretty nice. I'm not too sure. I know the Maintenance Servitor is also pretty good. Maybe get double Maintenance Servitor. I feel like there's something extra. I think we can ditch one Combined Arms and one Storm Spear Rocket Pod. And get maybe Arvus Lighters here. Yeah, I think this is looking a little bit better than standard. So, once again, I'm not too sure because this is literally my first time playing the Melee Knight, I think, apart from events. So we're going to basically see what we can do here. We have a nice mix of units and melee weapons. And once again, the idea of House Makabius is that you can generate weapons, so you don't need to include like a crazy amount of weapons anyway. So I think we're fine. Let's choose a card back. Do I have a Knight card back? I don't think I have a Knight card back, right? What do we get? Let's get a Sisters of Silence card back just because. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how well we can do with this guy. I'm genuinely interested. Let's see if we have a bot on. If we have bots on, we don't want them. Yeah, we don't have bots on. That's good. I think one of the very unfavorable matchups might be either something that does a stun lock, or Defenders of Caliban can actually be a little bit annoying. Defenders of Caliban against Standard Knights, the Ranged Knights, is really bad because you don't really give them any units. Let's say if there's a Luther, he's never gonna get any units, and Atropos Last Cutter just destroys Defenders of Caliban. But since we're playing a Melee Knight, it might be a little bit questionable. Honestly speaking, I'm still thinking maybe Hellrider could be nice, but I don't really think that Fear really does a lot. I don't know. It does give you double Reaper Chainsword, which is nice. Maybe I should actually get a Hellraider. Wait. We're gonna check it out, okay? We're gonna check it out. So, what should I ditch for a Hellrider or Hellraider? It's Hellraider, right? Not Rider. Oh, no, it's Hellrider, okay. Martian Emissary, Arvus Lighter, Command Bridge. Command Bridge is actually pretty good because you can get something really necessary from there. I do not want to ditch anything that costs cheap. I think the Command Bridge is the only thing I can really ditch here. Is Hellrider any good? Something tells me that Hellrider is just not good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe something just tells me that that card is not that good. Okay, we're playing against the Perturabo, and I got like zero idea what that Warlord does, so we'd best be careful. We don't want Korn's Favor. We might want to keep the Atropos, Last Cutter, and Drachnian seems fine. Does Perturabo get low initiative, by the way? Nope, he's been cranked up to medium. Very well. What does he do? Draw a troop and give it +1/+1. Ouch. And next time deals 3 damage to a random enemy. Well, shit. Okay, we're gonna get what? Let's get the Gauntlet, actually, and let's get the mission, and... Oh, shit. I forgot I cannot act on the same turn. Just me and the Knights. Just me and the Knights, boys. And now I cannot stun him because I'm an idiot. Well, that's actually fine, I guess. Oh, okay, actually I can stun him. I think that's what I'm actually gonna do right now. Because I don't want him drawing any more troops. Let's keep him stunned. We have Drachnian on the next turn, which is really... Oh, he didn't do anything. That's great. So let's drop Drachnian and let's pass. So we're only attacking when we have more than 2 attacks, so that's pretty necessary. Drachnian's gonna be big. Yeah, that's not too good. So... We're gonna have to smack into this. But first, let's heal up. So that I don't lose the weapon. Ooh, that barricade is pretty scary, right? What is this? What is this thing that he did? Iron within. Put into barricade. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty scary. What does this do? Deal 1 damage. Damn you. And what does this do? Vehicle cost reduction. Okay, so once again we can attack, and we can get Archmagos here, and Archmagos could actually be used to heal me here. I'm not sure if that's what I want though. Well, Drachnian is definitely gonna help me take this out. No questions asked there. The question is, do I really want to play the Archmagos here though? I don't think I do, right? Or do I? I think I do, yeah. Let's heal or gain energy. That's the one. I think we just heal here. Now, we don't need to stun it, so we're just gonna gain 1 attack. Not to waste too much plasma. We need 2 more attacks to get our mission off. So, right now, when he destroys Drachnian, Drachnian is gonna destroy Archmagos, unfortunately, but there's gonna be a 6/6 body coming back, which is good. What does this do again? Ooh. This is actually pretty good, because this damage is basically for nothing. Okay, that is nice. That is nice. So I think first what we do is we go into the command bridge. Yeah, this is a hard one actually. This is a hard one. So I think I'm still gonna drop the heal. Keep healing. The Tech Priest Adjutant is really good. Take this out. We get to 1 and we go face, obviously. I'm really not sure what the Iron Warriors do. I haven't really played a game. This is, I think, my second game against the Iron Warriors ever since. Ooh, that is very, very scary. However, fortunately for me, I have this, which is really good. And I'm also going to do the Makabius, Reaper Chain Fist, Tempest Warblade. I think I need to do the Tempest Warblade now, so... And I'm going to pass with Drachnian because I might need to remove whatever he plays next, and this is not looking too promising here. So, yeah, there you go. Is what I meant. What does this do? That's nasty. Okay, so let me see. +2. This, I think, is actually a pretty good situation right now. I just have to do it in a smart way. Yeah. Yeah. This is how we do it. We got the Seneschal, which is really good. Okay. That is very good. So how much damage do we have here? Makabius, that's 8 damage. Oh, that's a lot of damage, actually. I think we... This is cheaper. Do I do this like this? Yeah, probably I do. Okay. I feel as if I might have messed something up there, but whatever. He's very low now. Okay, there we go. I feel a little uncomfortable because I'm really not used to playing it, but I think I'm getting a hang of it. I think the deck that we have is kind of well optimized. I think it's pretty balanced. And the Drachnian, as I predicted, the Drachnian is actually really good. But now what we need to do is we need to play this correctly, because if we mess it up a lot, we might lose hard. So I think the first game was actually pretty good. The Tempestus Warblade is like very, very important. I'm not even sure if we're supposed to be carrying 1 copy in the deck, but I think once again, depending on what weapon you roll with Markham, I think it really becomes... I think it really depends on that, how the type of play you want to make. Like, you could always get the card that just destroys troops. I'm also thinking maybe like Atropos Last Cutter, only 1 copy is good enough, but that weapon just seems too good to pass. One thing that we just really need to be careful of is that this Warlord still has 30 HP. And despite healing like a bazillion times, I still took a lot of damage. Mostly because of... actually, you know what? Let's try 1 game with Hell Rider. Because now that I think about it, if I had Hell Rider, I would... Let's ditch 1 Last Cutter, actually, and let's get a Hell Rider. And I do wonder if it's gonna do work. Because in the last game with Hell Rider, I could have actually taken much less damage. Because of the terror. Because the melee attack on this thing goes, like, through the roof. Not something I really expected, to be honest. But yeah, melee attack really goes crazy with this warlord. So yeah, I gotta admit that the melee knights are much more interesting than the old version that used to be popular, like either the ranged knight build or the auxiliary knight. This is much more interesting, but still kind of feels a little bit obnoxious, to be honest. I can't say it's too fun. Okay, so we're playing against Jaghatai Khan. Now, Jaghatai Khan is gonna be a problem and not gonna be a problem at the same time. And I think the first thing that we drop is Renegade Navigatus. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna start off from the Navigatus here. Just make him make him feel frustrated that this is in the game. That's how it works. Tuchulcha engine and Makrok's honor. Wow, okay. What? Teacher luck? Oh, by the way, as soon as we get a stun gauntlet here, it's gonna be a massacre. So, let's start by getting the stun gauntlet. Thank you very much. Let's get the Seneschal on. Let's heal. And let's just pass. The Navigatus is pretty good, but I don't want to overload my hand with that. There you go, the Stormlance. I had a feeling that he would feel frustrated with the Navigatus, so we did a correct thing here. And now Jaghatai is going to be in a bit of a trouble, because right now I know that Jaghatai Khan is very popular, but like, what you gonna do against this, I wonder? I'm actually wondering what he's planning to do against this. And don't forget, this was the created Thunder Strike Gauntlet. This is not the one that I rolled, that I pulled from my deck, I mean. This is how we're gonna do it. I don't think I really need to do a Martian Emissary here or anything. Let's just pass. If he's playing more units than the standard Jaghatai, it's for sure gonna work in his favor, but that remains to be seen. So we heal. We drop an Emissary. Keep him occupied. He already used double hard removal. That is great. By the way, that's why you want to run certain units on... What the heck? Bruh. Give me that, actually. That seems like a very good unit to have. Give me Selmek Hawkeye. So, he does the Reckoning.
This is a place of honor.
Annoying for sure, however, manageable. We're just gonna draw at first. Ooh, that's nasty. Not playing Prideful Seneschal yet because he might have the whatchamacallit, Remember Sir Order, Targutai Sacrifice. That's good. That's why I did not play the second adjutant. Take 8 damage. Okay. What? 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 Now, under normal circumstances, we might have played it safer. However, in the current circumstance that we have, we're just gonna Macrox honor him. Oh man, is he gonna be happy about this? Take this, bro. I'm sure he didn't like that. I feel sorry for doing that, to be honest. That was too lucky. Now, under normal circumstances, we would not have done the combo. We would have just dropped the units because you don't want to leave yourself open, because as you can see, we had no follow-up other than the Macrox honor. So you do not go ham, even if it means leaving enemy at 1 HP, especially when you know that it's a faction that can heal up. So under normal circumstances, you would attack once just to keep him stunned, maybe even keep your Makabius and stuff, and instead what you would do is you would play the frontline Mechanicum troops. So in that case, you will be safe as well. Now into Jaghatai, you actually have a pretty favorable matchup, and since Jaghatai is quite popular right now, I would assume that it's a good time to be playing this guy, because stun gauntlet, basically you keep him stunned and that's pretty much it. But you gotta be careful, you gotta manage your HP pretty well. And once again, guys, this is exactly why you want to play the knight with some troops in as well. It's pretty necessary because it really makes the game more difficult for your opponent, because if you play against somebody who can just keep you occupied, like keep you stunned, what are you gonna do, right? So one of the things that you could do is you can also be dropping units like the Forge Master, Drachnian, and stuff like that. So absolutely perfect, I would say. By the way, I do prefer this Chaos guy over the Kaizu Lane, because it has like better stats first of all, and you can play it on turn 1 with the Knights. You start with 3 energy basically, so it's really good. And even though it's more random than Kaizu Lane, it's 2 tactics, so if you tend to run out, if you ever run out of cards with this, it can be a really good way to just refill your hand. It's actually a really nice unit, I like it. And I really want to see it on some, I really want to see how it works on the Thousand Suns. Maybe on an Ahriman deck, that would be so good. Or you could give it war. Is there a way to give something ward permanently? With the Space Wolves, for example? Or you could play this on Agents of the Sigillite and buff it with Survivor. Ooh, there's so many possibilities for that new card. Oh man, it's gonna be so fun. I like that new card. I think it's a pretty cool card. Well, today, please find me an opponent. If we don't find an opponent in 10 seconds, we're gonna go into practice, alright? Because it's pretty crazy. Okay, there it is. Oh, wow, it's a mirror. Alright. It's a mirror. However, this guy is playing the Acastus. Oh, this is not good. The good thing is we get the Thunderstrike Gauntlet first, which is really, really good. This right now, what happened here is crucial to our success. I can't even begin to explain why it's so important. And Ionic Shield Gauntlet is also going to be very important because it keeps you from getting stunned, which is very, very important overall. Now, this thing is a bit of a problem right here. I'm not sure if I take that out first or I keep the enemy Warlord under stun. I think I take it out. Reason for that being, I also have the Gauntlet. Not the Gauntlet, the Shield. So I know that if he gets a Gauntlet now and stuns me, I can always shield up. No, he does not have it. That's super. Okay, we're not afraid of having the Martian Emissary on the board. And we got the Hell Rider. That is perfect. We might actually get a Hell Rider out here. But I'm also thinking in terms of tempo, we can drop the Archmagos, get the Plasma and just go face. That's also an option. I think that's what we're gonna do actually. And I'll still heal up. I don't want my weapon to be lost. And we go face. Let's keep the guy occupied. This way, so I really wanted to do a Hell Rider there, but this gives us tempo, and tempo is, as you guys know in this game, very important. I'm not sure why he chose to do that. And the only answer I have to that is that I can do that too, so no problem. Okay, keep him stunned. Oh, it's Baron Mott. Yeah, this is the guy that used to play the Knights a lot, actually. I remember back in the Knight meta. Oh my god, yeah, he used to play a lot of Knights. Beating him will be a good thing. In this case, we definitely do the Hell Rider. And I think this is what we do. Yeah, I remember this guy. He used to play a lot of Knights. And but when I say a lot, I do mean a lot. Is he gonna use House Vironi on that? Yep. That he is. Okay, now we gotta be a little bit careful. This is getting a bit out of hand, I would say. So the first thing that we do is we shield up 100%. We're gonna have to drop the Navigatus, but here's the deal. I'll have to play Makabius as well, actually, here. Because I need to have, I need to get the Seneschal ready, right? So, okay. Now we're actually running out of cards. This is a pretty bad situation overall. Depending on what he has. So if he gets if he has his cannon, and which there is a chance that he does, because he's playing Gravewalker, we might be in a bit of a trouble here. So I need to either pull another Stun Gauntlet or do something like that, because this is gonna get a little ugly. Oh, I got the Stun Gauntlet. That's a very lucky pull right there. Gonna do this. Keep him occupied. Teacher Luck coming in again. This is crazy, actually. This is actually crazy. Is this card set to top deck? I'm not sure. We got a very good I think we played that really well, but on top of that we got very lucky. How many games was that? That's 3 games, right? Let's go for game number 4. Once again, I think that we played that pretty correctly. And we also got really lucky on top. You know what is the funny thing, guys? This is the faction that I play the least. And this is the first time, I think, in a while that you guys actually see me thinking and playing slow. Not like just playing really fast. Because if you're my long-time viewers, even from the Physics Teacher channel, you know that one of my problems is that I play really quickly. Like, I can think fast, but it's still not good because I make a lot of misplays due to the fact that I play very fast. But here I'm like thinking a lot, so it's working. Well, mine is the first thing I did at the start of the first match, but that was not because I didn't think. It's just that I did not remember that it was like that because, once again, no experience with knights. So there you go. Okay, we need one more game. Let's go into one practice game because this is not like... This is not working. It's not finding matches for hours, and that's not something that I really want to spend time on, just sitting and waiting for a match. But it's not finding a friendly... Okay, there you go. Atesh Tersa. Okay, this is crazy. This is actually pretty crazy because this is not good, honestly. If he's probably playing the mission too, so ouch. Honestly speaking, this is not too bad. I'll be honest. This is not too bad because we got the last cutter. And we have only one I don't know, man. I think one last cutter is not good. Maybe I should actually run two. I'm not too sure about it, but whatever. Okay. We got Draknian next turn, which is good. Actually, I could replace one maintenance servitor. But as I said at the same time, I don't want to do that because units are pretty important. No reason not to go face. We want to complete our mission as soon as possible. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate that card like with passion. However, it's not gonna help him much because... But I cannot really complain about that card because I think that's like one of the few good Orphans of War cards that avoided being nerfed into the ground completely, so can't really complain about it, to be fair. Pirate raid? He must be desperate. Oh, come on. Not cool. Not cool. Are you kidding me? Bro, stop it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to draw some cards here. Stop it, man. So many good cards taken from me. Now he's gonna drop the epsilon thingy. It's fine. I think this is the moment for Hellrider, actually. Can be really good here. Well, not here, but it's good too. Yeah, that's not good. That's actually I'm bullshitting. That's a mistake. That's actually a mistake. Actually, no, it's not. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Ah, okay. There's the flare shield. Fairly annoying, but what can you do? That's the real question. Do I want to do that? Give me a card here. Renegade Navigatus. Yeah, I don't know actually. I guess I do want to do that. I have 9 cards in my deck, so I might actually... Oh, he uses... People really hate Renegade Navigatus, man. Oh, I actually think I made a small mistake. This is until your next turn. So I could have abused that a little bit. Let me actually try something here. So I can take one out. Okay, let's put this on. Like, what are the chances of him having? Just what are the chances of him having like the orders to copy it and just one-shot me? I don't think so. There aren't chances of that. Well, at least they're not high. Yeah, I think House Makabius is coming out. Question is, where does it go? So it goes into my face. I would say, yeah, that's smart. That's smart. It should go on my face. This is honestly not good at all. I need to get a good weapon. This is pretty good. Speaking of a good weapon. Yeah, pretty much I might lose here. But we will see, we will see. There's still chances. I still have Korn's favor on. Okay, that's good. That's actually pretty good. Oh, he lost. Yeah, he lost. Yeah, he lost, Okay. That was closer than I would have liked, and Jesus Christ, that pirate raid, man. That pirate raid, though, man. That pirate raid. Not good. Maybe we misplayed a little bit here and there, but overall we did pretty well. So, boys, that's my take on the Questoris Makabius. So, if you like the deck that I run, and if you think that it's an effective deck, please give it a shot. I think that it's a well-balanced and well-made deck overall. Pretty good with mid-range, not too high-cost stuff. And yeah, I think it's pretty good in the current meta as well, considering the ton of Jaghatais that are going to be running around, if I have the correct idea about the meta. So, please leave a comment, and thank you for your support as always, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.